football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the South Carolina Gamecocks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Gamecocks offense will go on the attack first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Braggy.
Turning it on! Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Gamecocks headed quickly to the line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Bought a little time. Lets it go. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
And on the first drive of the game, this defense does it again. They had 2 last week. They get another one early. This defense has been flying around, ball hawking the football.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll keep it on the ground. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. LSU doing what it always does when they're really good, moving the ball on the ground.
Yeah, trying to find that physical. They get so many great players across the country. LSU has the pick of people in Louisiana. Everybody wants to come.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back in the 45.
Yeah, and this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities mission number 1, right? Every single game you go into. Last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks and hits on their quarterback.
To the air on second down. Release to the back. It's complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Quarterback making adjustments. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. It's complete to the left. It's a seam wide open. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the 1st down, but if you don't, you better fight your way there, and he did.
Yeah, nice job. Listen, catch the football, understand 4th and short.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Offense in a bunch formation. The give to the tailback. Fighting off the defender. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. And the Gamecocks want to crank the tempo.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Back to pass. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And he was held in check in game 1, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the second ball game, that will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Makes the catch. Brings him to the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
And the Gamecocks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Makes a connection. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Wants to go up top. Gets it to him on the screen. Pulled down for the tackle. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Handoff to the single running back. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
The Tigers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's got the back in the middle. At the 40, there he goes. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Got the first down and more. That's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. The Tigers have their offense in high gear. Running back searching for a hole. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Makes the grab. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. And the deflection on third down. How big is that? Forces a fourth down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Using the quick game. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the fourth down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. Fourth down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the...
Trying to rumble in. Touchdown, Tigers. Haul that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. They'll try to tack one more on their score. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Quickly to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Going to sling it on second down. And the pressure is going to get to him, and down he goes, and that's how the first quarter will end. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Working that left side now. He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25. And the Gamecocks send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Takes it on the return. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Fakes the grab on the left. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great.
He'll take the deep shot. Catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Tigers. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Kentucky needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Lexington behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Mississippi State. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They're going to run it to the right. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. The Gamecocks racing to the line in a hurry-up.
Nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
Well, a nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Yeah, and that's back-to-back games this guy's notched a sack. Starting to be a problem. A guy that's diagnosing passes, rushing the passer really, really well. This defense could use this guy's production consistently.
Looks it in at the 40. And the returner is stopped. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions. From go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time.
Oh, he's got some space. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
That's a really nice run. One thing I love about him is he's got versatility. Reminds me of a guy I used to play against back in the day, Kevin Falk. He could catch the ball, he could run the ball, he could block, he returned kicks. He did everything for the LSU Tigers, and this guy, he's got that ability too. So many different tools in his toolbox.
Complete in the middle. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple 1st downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Touchdown LSU! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment, whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
And the returner will be dragged down. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Off play action. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. They go to the ground. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room. He's up to the 17.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires one high and deep. Snags it on the right. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got to be able to score points on this drive.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Fires to the big fella. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. They'll run play action. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Wide receiver going in motion. Leaves it with the running back. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Coaches preach all week about physicality. That is how you do it. That is how you put it on tape. That's how you show everybody in the locker room, everybody on the field. This is how our defense is going to be. Do not run the football because we will knock you senseless.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. It's complete to the right. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. I mean, you'd like to think your receiver in space can make a linebacker miss, but that's just a better job tackling by the defense.
9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
It's good. Easy call for the refs.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the move from inside his 5. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Starts a drive trying to go up top. They're working that left side. At the 45 on its way. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make the play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Going to try to get it himself. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. The Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking downfield on first down. Trying to set up the screen. Turning it on. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass on second down. Intercepted deep in his own end. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. The give to the back. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Wants to throw on first down. Hit as he throws. Finds a man in the middle. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. Is that guy's foot human? My goodness, did he hammer that ball from distance. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one so far from there in Columbia.
And the Gamecocks will kick it off to start the second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. trying to set the tone with the run. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Just a short pass to the tight end. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
To the air on first down. Makes the grab. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting them get some positive yards.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Inside the 40. Across the 25, he's got room. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, LSU!
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. On the one hand, it's good to get points, but you can't keep settling for field goals on these drives if you want to win the football game. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the tight end. Breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet at my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they've put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
The Gamecocks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be third and long. Looking to throw. Finds his tight end. They stop him right at the 40-yard line. It's fourth down. Will they bring out the punt team? And the Gamecocks decide to punt it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Here's the handoff. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Motion from the wideout. They'll go right back to him. Gets it past the marker. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10.
42, Spider. Ready.
They've been running it, but now the pass. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
That quick slant is a hard ball to adjust to and make your quarterback look good. If you throw it behind me and I'm coming down the line of scrimmage, I really don't have a chance to adjust and try to make my quarterback look good. He's got to miss that thing low or high. He can't miss it behind me.
Gets it out fast. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
And the extra point is good.
42, South Carolina, 6.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Carney. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Makes the grab right down the middle. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. How about that last big play? You're backed up, and now you've got it 1st and 10 from the 46. Out of the gun, the running back has it. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quick strike complete. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Gamecocks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Leaves it with the back. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that 1st down. Running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
And the Gamecocks back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking to throw on 1st down. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Immediately fires to the middle. Stumbled to the ground.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. Slings it downfield. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. Absolutely center cut. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Oregon State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Beavs have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. They're trailing by 11 to Cincinnati. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. To the ground with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Got his man on the right. Off to the races. The 10. Touchdown, Tigers. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Number 0 with the grab and the score.
Yeah, and if I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
Guys, LSU has the lead here. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. He'll bring it out. It's 8-man. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Wolf. Got his man. And they bring him down quickly, but a good game there.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Finds a man on the left. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that hit.
They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Oh, he's got some space. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. LSU moving quickly, going to work again on 1st down. Right back to the well. Sweet cut there. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Caught close to it's Harbor. Touchdown, Tigers! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
He'll return it. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. Crosses the 30. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a 1st down.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there, and that time it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the 1st down.
And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the 1st down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Back to throw, it's Wolf. Looking to the big tight end. Got a man in the middle. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
The Gamecocks have moved it inside the 20. Quick release by the QB. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO feed. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind him.
They'll try to get it in with the run. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit and throw the football around.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Rushes on him. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And the field goal is good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the fourth quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Turning it on. It's a fumble on the play. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move. Knocked down, but not before he gets the first down after recovering the fumble. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
They'll give it to the back. LSU will get a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
And first down for the offense.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. They'll ride the hot hand. Got enough for the first. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. After run, now throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. And oh, that one hurts to have the flag come out and take a touchdown off the board after that play. First down here for the offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The Tigers want to move quickly. To the air on 2nd down. Going for the big play. Makes the catch on the left. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive.
63, South Carolina, 12.
On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. They'll try to put a drive together starting from their own 12. Back to pass, it's Wolf. He's taking a deep shot. The pass is incomplete and 1 second is left. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan meat face, ball game over.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.